Canelo didn't hesitate when asked who wins prime Mike Tyson versus prime Joe Frazier. Mike Tyson and Joe Frazier are two of boxing's greatest ever heavyweights. Smokin' Joe was a dominant force during the late 1960s and early 1970s, where he held the undisputed heavyweight championship from 1970 to 1973. He handed Muhammad Ali the first defeat of his career back in 1971, although Ali would get his revenge in their second and third bouts. Tyson exploded onto the scene in 1985, and it took him just 18 months to capture a version of the heavyweight championship when he defeated Trevor Berbick in the second round of their bout in 1986, where he became the WBC champion and the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history. One man who has predicted what would have happened in a fantasy showdown between Tyson and Frazier is super middleweight king Canelo Alvarez, who has proved himself to be one of the greatest fighters of the last decade. In a round of winner stays on with male sport boxing, Canelo made no mistake in picking who he believes would have prevailed between Smokin' Joe and the once formidable Iron Mike. Joe Frazier. Frazier would call time on his professional career in 1981, shortly after he fought to a split decision draw against Floyd Cummings. It was his first fight in half a decade after he was beaten by George Foreman in the summer of 1976. Tyson made a sensational return to boxing last November after almost 20 years out of the ring. He was outpointed by YouTube star turned professional fighter Jake Paul after their controversial 8-round showdown at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas.